Imagine this. You're sitting comfortably on a flight, cruising at 36,000 feet. The seatbelt sign is off, drinks are being served, and then suddenly, your plane jolts downward. No storm clouds outside, no turbulence alerts, just a sudden drop. This isn't science fiction, it's what happened during a JetBlue flight on October 30th, 2025, when a mysterious glitch shook the aircraft and left more than a dozen passengers injured. That one moment exposed a hidden vulnerability inside thousands of Airbus jets, and triggered a global aviation scramble no one saw coming. In the days following the incident, Airbus engineers dug into the flight data. What they found was stunning. A powerful burst of solar radiation, a solar storm, had interfered with critical flight control data inside the aircraft. Not a mechanical failure, not human error, but the sun. This discovery set off alarms across the entire aviation world, because the affected aircraft weren't rare models, they were some of the most widely used jets on Earth. The Airbus A320 family, including the A319, A320, and A321, totaling nearly 6,000 planes in operation. Commercial airlines, low-cost carriers, domestic fleets, nearly everyone was affected.
So how does sunlight mess with a modern airplane? To understand this, you need to know one thing. Today's jets rely heavily on digital data streams. Sensors, processors, flight computers, all constantly exchanging information to keep the aircraft stable. A strong solar storm sends streams of charged particles and radiation toward Earth. When that radiation is intense enough, it can disrupt electronics, corrupt data, or interfere with GPS signals. A single corrupted data point, a so-called bit flip, can cause a system to receive incorrect instructions. That's what investigators found on the JetBlue flight. A sudden error in flight control data caused the aircraft to briefly lose altitude before the system corrected itself. The crew regained control, but the incident proved a harsh reality. A solar storm could exploit a weakness inside one of the world's most trusted aircraft families. After confirming the issue, Airbus issued a global alert. And regulators moved quickly, especially in Europe, where the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, EASA, issued an emergency directive. Airlines must install a fix before they are allowed to carry passengers again. The numbers were massive. Approximately 6,000 aircraft needed inspection. 90% required only a software update. About 900 older jets needed hardware replacement. The software patch takes about 2 to 3 hours, fast by aviation maintenance standards. But hardware replacement? That means grounding planes, ordering new components, and waiting for installation slots. For airlines pushing tight schedules, this was a logistical earthquake.
Almost immediately, passengers around the world started feeling the ripple effects. Flights were delayed, rescheduled, or cancelled outright. Airlines in the Asia-Pacific region, especially Australia's Jetstar, were among the hardest hit. Some carriers had dozens of jets that needed immediate updates. Others had to reshuffle their fleets overnight, leading to airport chaos. Your flight has been delayed due to solar radiation. That's not something travelers hear every day, but airlines insisted the inconvenience was necessary. Safety came first. Solar storms aren't new. NASA and space weather agencies have studied them for decades. But our reliance on electronics, GPS, satellite links, automated controls, has never been higher. A strong solar storm can disrupt GPS accuracy, block high-frequency radio communication, interfere with onboard electronics, create turbulence-like effects in navigation data. Flights near the poles are especially vulnerable because Earth's magnetic field is weaker there. Airlines have long rerouted polar flights during severe space weather events. But this Airbus issue showed something different. Even modern jets far from the poles could be affected if their systems weren't protected.
So where do we stand now? Airbus has rolled out fixes worldwide. Most aircraft have already been updated, and airlines continue pushing to complete the remaining repairs. The company insists the danger is under control. The patch strengthens data integrity and shields critical systems from solar interference. But the bigger lesson is this. As aviation becomes more digital, space weather is becoming a real safety factor, not just a scientific curiosity. So where do we stand now? Airbus has rolled out fixes worldwide. Most aircraft have already been updated, and airlines continue pushing to complete the remaining repairs. The company insists the danger is under control. The patch strengthens data integrity and shields critical systems from solar interference. But the bigger lesson is this. As aviation becomes more digital, space weather is becoming a real safety factor, not just a scientific curiosity.
The sun may be 93 million miles away, but in late 2025, it reached right into the skies above us and grounded thousands of planes. This event reminded us just how interconnected and fragile our modern world can be. Technology keeps us safe, but sometimes nature reminds us who's really in charge.